Hello, second graders. Last week we talked about lines and shapes, and this week we are going to talk about colors. So, our vocabulary words for this week are primary colors and secondary colors. And you may already know what those are if you really think back to kindergarten or first grade art. Let's start off by looking at this painting by Gustav Klimt. It's called Sunflowers. If we look at this painting, what colors would you say the artist used to make the green in this painting? What do you think he combined together? There are two primary colors he used. He used yellow and he used blue, and they were mixed together to make green. So if you knew that, really great job. You were paying attention last year in art class. How about the orange in this painting, down on those little teeny tiny flowers or in the big sunflowers? How would he make orange if he only had primary colors? If you said red and yellow, you would be correct. Nice job. So let's take a look at this. This is a color wheel, and you can use the color wheel as an artist to help you know what colors you need to mix. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue, and the color in between the primary colors are the secondary colors, and whatever's in between, whatever's on the outside, is what you use to make it. So if we take a look, we'll see that on either side of orange is red and yellow, so that's how we make orange. If we take a look at the green, we have yellow and blue on either side. And if we take a look at the violet, we have red and blue on each side. So those colors are called secondary colors: green, orange, and violet. Today, we're going to use the primary colors and the secondary colors to make a colorful garden. If we take a look right here at this student artwork from the second grade, you can see that they have used primary colors and secondary colors. We're going to look for lines and shapes in some flowers for inspiration. We're going to try to be really, really colorful and fill the whole page up with all of our primary and secondary colors. So you will need a pencil, you will need your sketchbook, and you will need your crayons. Go ahead and get yourselves set up like an artist and meet me back here.
Okay, second grade, I'm going to hold my sketchbook horizontally this week, but you can hold yours vertically if you would like to. I just want to draw a drawing that's wide today, and I have my color wheel here so that I can remember how to mix some colors because I'm going to try some crayon mixing today. So I want to get this really filled up, kind of like Gustav Klimt's sunflower painting was. I want to fill the whole thing with a garden. So I'm going to start off with just some basic shapes. You may notice I am using a marker so you can see my drawing a little bit better. And I'm just going to start off with a circle and then do some U shapes. And I'm gonna just kind of fill up the paper as much as I can. I'm gonna do that drawing again. So I'm gonna start a circle and then do some U shapes. Now, if you know how to make a specific kind of flower, you can totally do that. I'm gonna do some tulips. So I start with a U, I come back down with a curved line, another curved line, and then I'm just gonna put a little shape inside. I'm going to do another U, I do a curved line and another curved line. I'm going to put another shape inside. And this is where we can start to be creative. So I'm going to do a bumpy line, and maybe this flower has all kinds of spiky petals all the way around it. Oh, I forgot, I should probably do some leaves here and there. I'm going to do a few more of those flowers. Now, I'm going to try to do some overlapping in the drawing, and that is something you may have done in your drawings last year, but that's when one thing comes behind another thing. So I put one thing behind the other. Let me show you again. So let's say I'm going to do another little flower over here, but it's going to come behind my tulip. So when I hit the tulip, I just stop the line. Sometimes too you can jump over. Let me show you what I mean with this little flower stem. And don't be scared to let things go off the page. That's okay. Watch, if this little flower stem goes behind this flower, it can jump over and come out the other side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this up now with all different kinds of flowers. Okay, so I really filled my whole sketchbook page up with a lot of different kinds of flowers. If you have like an empty space, like I have a little empty space right here, you could always add another flower. Remember, we're trying to overlap a little bit, so try to have some overlapping here and there. Another great way to fill up empty space is to just add leaves too, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna try to do some color mixing with my crayons, and you can get very cool effects mixing your crayons. So I'm going to try two things. I'm going to actually try these three colors, and I'm going to work on my background and all my leaves. I'm going to try to get that in different shades of green. Actually, I might use this green too, because I think those would look cool together. So I'm going to start just by really lightly putting some blue down on my paper, and then I'm going to get some yellow and go right on top of that, and that starts to make a really cool looking green. The trick here is to go very gently with your crayons so that they can mix. I'm going to go ahead and start coloring in all my green areas. Okay, so I just did a lot of color mixing with yellow and blue and different shades of green. Now I'm going to do some orange color mixing with my red and yellow, and then I'm going to do some violet color mixing with my red and blue, and I'll also use other colors that I have too. If you forget, you can always look right over here at my color wheel. Remember, it shows you that red and yellow make orange. If we put more yellow, we have a lighter orange. If we put more red, we have a darker orange. Red and blue make violet. Blue and yellow make green. And I'm going to go ahead and color in the rest of my flowers with lots and lots of different colors.
Okay, second grade, so here is my finished drawing where I did some mixing of primary colors. I also used secondary colors right from the crayon to make it go a little faster. That was a lot of coloring. My arm feels a little tired after all of that. I can't wait to see your gardens filled with primary and secondary colors. Don't forget to take a photo before you submit your assignment. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you next time.